All right, guys. Real quick video. Some of you had the look of I'm scared on your face. I'm going to give you some hints real quick. I'm going to give you an identity sheet tomorrow and some review pieces. But so I want you to give a couple of hints to what I talked about earlier. Let's look at number 6 real quick. And I never really got to finish it very well. Actually, let's look at let's go ahead and go to number 6. Number 6 is this one here. And it says the limit x approaches 0. So if we take this one right here, one of the biggest things is you create separate fractions that you're multiplying. So I want to take this one and make it 1 over 2, sine over 2x times sine of 3x over 1. So now when I'm looking at this, I take that idea of what are we missing in the box. So I'll just circle that. So in one of the boxes, we have a 2x. And up here, we have nothing. Here, we have a 3x. And here, we have nothing. So for this particular one, I have to multiply. I need a 2x on top. But I have to multiply it by 1, so I've got to add a 2x here. Okay? So now when I rewrite this, I need a 3x on the bottom, but I need a 3x on top also, because I've got to be able to multiply this thing by 1, because it's the only thing that never changes the problem. So whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top, or vice versa. So let's rewrite this. I'm going to take a 2x here, and then I'm going to put a 2x here. And then you'll see where I'm going with this. And then we do this. I'm going to do a 3x here. And then let me go back to my other color. And then I have a sine of 2x from the original problem. And I have a sine of 3x from the original problem. So technically, this right here becomes 1. So I have 1 over 2x. So I have this 2x left. This right here, because the boxes are the same, if you box it around here and you box this one in, I have a 3x over 1 left. Well, if I multiply straight across, I get 3x over 2x. Those cancel, and I'm left with 3 over 2. So it's just grouping and regrouping your fractions. So let's tackle a different one here. So one of the terminologies that you'd see would be, let's say, number 13. We have the sine of 2x over x. Now, I'm going to write it a little differently for you, and it may help you. I have a sine of x squared over x. So let's just separate this out into 2 pieces. I have a sine of x times the sine of x over just 1x. So I'm just going to put it over here. So if I look at that particular one, it's going to be the boxes are the same. That means I can use a trig identity. This trig identity makes that equal to 1. But I still have 1 sine of x left. Sine of x. Okay? Now, I can plug in at this point, because this is the limit as x approaches 0. Now I've factored it, so now I'm going to get 1 times the sine of 0, because I'm going to plug in this 0. So if we go back to our trig days, and I just draw a quick graph, 0, x equals 0 is right here. So what is the sign of 0? Well, the y value is also 0. So that means that this is going to be 1 times 0, which is equal to 0. Okay. So key point again is creating fractions that give you the identities. Let me look real quick because I don't want this to be a long video. For this one came up real quick. The limit of x over the approaches 0 of x cosecant of x. Okay, so I would like some of you struggled with this one, not for any bad reason. It's just little tiny hints. So this is we can change that, and I put parentheses around it because this x goes with this one. So we get 1 over the sine of x out of that, and then I get, my x is still left here. Okay? So at this point, don't forget this is over 1. So I get x over the sine of x, because I'm going to multiply the numerators and the denominators. So that is equal to 1, because this is our identity as this approaches 0. This is our first one of the identities we have. So hang in there. We'll tackle some of these things tomorrow. Just remember the key piece is when you're dealing with these identities, if I have, Control Z here, If I have these identities, like let's say 3x over x, what's the only thing I'm missing? I'm only missing a 3. 3 and 3. So when I rewrite this, I get the sine of 3x over 3x times this leftover 3. There's my identity. My answer is 3 because the identity is 1 times 3. I hope that helps a little bit, guys. I'll send this out to you. Have a good one.